This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Good evening and welcome to Roy Anderson Field on the campus of Peninsula High School in Purdy, Washington. I'm Diedrich Allen, and you are watching the Maple Glen Senior Living Pre-Game Show on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Tonight we have a South Sound Conference football game between the Shelton Highclimbers and the Peninsula Seahawks. The Highclimbers come into the game with an 0-3 record and are looking to rebound from those losses. Yelm came into Shelton last week and blew by the Highclimbers 56-14. O'Day ran past Shelton 42-0 the week before, and North Mason took the season-opening Mason County Cup 21-12. The Seahawks are 2-1 on the season and are coming off a 31-21 win over Gig Harbor last week. Peninsula slipped by Stadium the week before 41-38 after the Hawks dropped their season opener to Mount Spokane 23-6. Peninsula has been on the Associated Press High School Football Poll twice this season, reaching number 7 in the preseason rankings, but dropping to 11 after the season opening loss, and they haven't been on that poll the past 2 weeks, something I'm sure they would like to rectify. Almost a year ago, on September 23rd of 2016, the Seahawks beat the Highclimbers in Shelton 42-0. Will history repeat, or will the Highclimbers pick up their first win of the season? That's what we're here to find out. Coming up on the Maple Glen Senior Living Pregame Show, we talk with Shelton coach Matt Hinkle as we're just minutes away from kickoff. It's South Sound Conference football, the Shelton Highclimbers versus the Peninsula Seahawks at Roy Anderson Field, next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected, and Maple Glen Senior Living, celebrating the art of life.
That's my neighbor Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a big mistake. Hey, Joe, I think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have the utilities marked before you start digging.
I'm not digging very deep. It's no big deal.
No big deal.
Dad, the TV's out. Internet, too.
Remember, safe digging always starts with a free call to 811. Oh, what a knucklehead.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
Vehicle collisions are the #1 killer of teens in the U.S., taking 8 young lives every day. And speeding is a factor in more than half of teen fatal car crashes, but we can prevent these tragedies. Talk with your teen about staying safe behind the wheel. Remind them to follow the speed limit and adjust their driving for road conditions. Keep the conversation going and be the driver you want your teen to be. It's not just good parenting, it's a matter of life or death.
If you are interested in how our local government works, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, gives you the opportunity to watch our elected officials in action. Every Monday you can watch the Shelton City Commission, while you can catch the Mason County Commission every Tuesday. These are live broadcasts, but you can also watch them online at your leisure or tune into a rebroadcast on Hood Canal Communications local channel. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, your source for local information.
Other TV providers force you to sign a long-term contract. Then you're stuck with years of second-rate service. Hood Canal Communications delivers stunning HD, plus bundled savings on super-fast internet and home phone, with no long-term contracts. It's all backed by an exceptional team of local service professionals. No contracts, no nonsense, just great service. Don't get stuck with a contract. Visit hcc.net to learn more.
Welcome back to the Maple Glen Senior Living Pregame Show on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. I'm Diedrich Allen. It is now time to talk with the coach. Yesterday I had a phone conversation with Shelton coach Matt Hinkle.
I don't even know where to start with the Yelm game. What are your feelings on that?
Well, Yelm was improved over last year. I thought their quarterback was as good a quarterback as we've seen, and he made some spot-on throws and had some kids out in space. not to make excuses, but our defensive coordinator, who does a great job with the defensive backfield, also was his wife was having had a baby the day before, so we were a little shorthanded, and adjustments made weren't satisfactory in order to stop what they were attempting to do. But and I'm not bad-mouthing the coaching staff at all. It's just the experience factor as far as missing James Sabak was kind of felt Friday night.
In that game, as you said, that they were much improved, and that's what we thought. A completely different team, and they just started fast.
And the disappointing factor I think we let it snowball, and that's even in challenging years, we attempt to get the kids to fight and scratch and not allow boat races, as we say. So I thought the game got away from us. Although, the bright side, I thought offensively the kids generated some things that we haven't been able to before. So there was a little bit of bright spot, but the score certainly wasn't one of them.
Can you elaborate on what went well?
Offensively, the biggest component was the kids were able to get, I think, 13 first downs, maybe 15. Anyway, that represents some consistency on offense, and Evan Rhodes is doing a good job, I think, decision making. He scrambled for some gains and picked up some big plays, and he threw fairly well. Although his mechanics he still needs to work on them, as we all need to work on things, I guess. But he's getting better, and I think his command of the game is improved. So we're happy to see that. I think the offensive line is coming around a little bit. They're a young bunch that is starting to gel a little. So there is some things offensively that are going well, and defensively there wasn't. I thought other than the defensive coverage, I think stopping the run, the kids did okay, not great, but there wasn't any real busted plays for huge yardage. One run down the sideline was kind of disappointing, but for the most part, the kids are flying around. It's just a matter of continuing to head in the right direction.
So we put Yelm behind you, and you hit the road and you head to Peninsula. What do you expect out of them?
Well, we've got just like last year, the front five games of the season are pretty tough. We had O'Day, and then we got Peninsula, and then Timberline. All are top 10 teams. So it's a grind, but the kids are they're practicing hard. So we'll see how it goes. It's a good bunch of kids, and they're locked in and want to be successful. So we're just going to keep grinding and keep improving.
As for injuries, everybody healthy?
Yes, we were missing Trevor Meyer last year with what we thought was a hernia, but it turns out it was just a stretched muscle, and he's back this week. And he was the only noticeable one that had to sit out last week. He plays defensive end and probably a little bit of quarterback at times, so we're happy to have him back.
Okay, Coach. Thank you for the time.
Thanks, Steve.
That's Shelton coach Matt Hinkle. His Highclimbers take on Peninsula in just a few minutes as the Maple Glen Senior Living pregame show rolls on here on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
I was just a kid. And you never knew what mood he was going to be in when he came home. It was brutal. My dad, he would come home, and there's one time where...
Good job, bring it back. Chad wasn't a football player per se. He was just a kid that needed to be a part of something. I don't think he had anyone as a role model or someone showing him what to do. It's okay. You're doing good. You're okay.
Coach Marr was the only person I really trusted in this town. He was always there.
And I'm so proud of you. You've done well. Done well.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Maple Glen has a Sunday brunch, open to the community with free admittance when you schedule a tour. What a great way to learn more about this beautiful senior living community. Maple Glen Senior Living, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman at 360-427-0300 to learn more and schedule a visit to Maple Glen.
And welcome to Roy Anderson Field here in Purdy, Washington. New system, so we're trying some things out here. We're from on the opposite side of the grandstands, visitors' bleachers, as it will, behind the Highclimber bench. You can see that it's time for the toss of the coin. Here, I'm all by myself tonight. Jerry Apple, my usual partner, is on the road. You can just see right there. How close are we? The Highclimber bench. There's the toss of the coin. And let's see what the outcome here is. I gotta toss it again. Okay. A little more volume here. As I mentioned, we have a new system here. It's not quite as fancy as it has been, but it's a little bit more user-friendly. It looks like Peninsula won toss and decided to defer, so the Highclimbers will get the ball to start the ball game. We'll get to that just a moment here. We're just 2 minutes away from kickoff. And we'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Again, I said new system.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
And move over. When you see lights, vests,
or reflectors,
please give us some room. Slow down and move over. When you need us,
we've got your back.
Do you have ours?
You got our back?
You got ours? You got our back? Please, slow down.
And move over.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
If you're interested in how our local government works, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, gives you the opportunity to watch our elected officials in action. Every Monday, you can watch the Shelton City Commission. These live broadcasts air at 6 p.m. on the first and third Monday of each month and at 2 p.m. on the other Mondays. However, you can watch the City Commissioners online at your leisure or tune into a rebroadcast on Hood Canal Communications local channel. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only place to find this type of in-depth coverage. National anthem just performed here at Roy Anderson Field. Diedrich Allen at about the 50 on the visitor side. A little different if we're in the home side, we would be packed with fans like we were last year, Jerry Apple and I. But we are here, and we are ready to get some football underway. Do our best that we can from our very limited seating capacity. Try to keep the cameras going as much as possible. And the Highclimbers are going back deep to get that. It looks like we have Trevor Meyer, Troy Goodwin back there. And kicking off here. Let's see here, looks like number 6. Tej Menon will kick it off to the Highclimbers. Here we go. It's a high end over end kick. The good one will take about his 12-yard line to the 20, and he'll dive ahead to near the 30. That's where the Highclimbers will start out. With the 1st and 10. Call it the 31 officially on the board. Rhodes will go under center out of a I formation. And up will go to Goodwin, straight up the middle. And he squirts it out to the right side. Looks like he's got very close to a first down, if not a first down, off that far sideline. Yes, up to the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 for Highclimbers on their opening drive here at Roy Anderson Field. South Sound Conference action on the road with the Highclimbers. Like the line was out there quickly. Skilly players, and it's a quick shotgun snap's going to be dumped off to Goodwin. Goodwin gets up across midfield for a good gain. Give them 7 on that. Into Hawk territory at their 48. 2nd and 2, actually. Quickly up to the line comes Rhodes and company out of the I. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Long count, hand off to Goodwin, straight out the gut. He's going to go into first down territory inside the 40 to 39. Good run for Troy Goodwin. Another first down. Now wind that clock. 1st and 10 for Shelton on the Peninsula 38-yard line. Out of the gun again. A little dump off bubble screen over Goodwin's head. Incomplete, 2nd down coming. Second and 10 from that 38 now. Rhodes will go under center out of that I. Goodwin at the end of the I. And he'll hand it off. Nice defensive tackling and penetration by the Seahawks. Loss on the play. Guy first in there, Isaac Jubik. Back, ball's back at the 40-yard line now. Call it 3rd down and 12. This time remember to bring my stanchions. Out of the gun will go Rhodes, and there's going to be a flag. That'll be an offsides penalty on the Peninsula Seahawks. March off 5, make it 3rd down again. Ball is up to the 35. Make it 3rd and about 7. Out of the gun will go Rhodes. 2 receivers on each side. Back to pass, will throw to the outside, caught by Goodwin. Goodwin trying to break the tackle, gets inside the 30, very near that 1st down marker, if not enough. Yes, it is. 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers on the march. First quarter action, no score. Highclimbers with the ball in the opening drive. Clock is running, 10 minutes to go. First quarter. Rhodes goes under center. Slot receiver. It's Colvinson, but the pitch goes to Goodwin. Goodwin gets around the edge, trying to get around the edge. Gets inside the 25. Short of the 1st down. Called 2nd and 6. Ball's actually at the 24-yard line. A little shaking going on here. And off this time to Jason Kenyon. Kenyon can't get much, trying to find the middle. Little if no gain there. Marker doesn't look like it's moving at all. So it brings up 3rd down, 6. From the 24. Just inside the 25, actually. 2 receivers far side, 2 to the near side. Out of the gun will go Rhodes. Gonna look to that far side. He'll throw it to Kenyon. Kenyon has a reception. Gets up near the 20. Is it enough for a 1st down, though? Call it the 21. The 4th and couple. Highclimbers going for it. Rhodes send wide receivers 3 to this far side, or the near side, excuse me, 1 to the far side. Quick little dump off pass. Oh, intercepted. And a pick 6 is coming. Nobody can catch him. That was Braden Potter on the pick 6. Ran it back about 75 yards. And it is the Seahawks who are up first. So 6-0, and the point after coming. Kicker is Ben Stanford. Can't see who the holder is right now. There's snap spot in the kick. It is up, looks good, and it is. Make it 7-0. Peninsula gets a pick 6. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
And we're back here at Roy Anderson Field after the 75-yard pick 6. Seahawks are going to kick it off again to the Highclimbers. The good thing about the Highclimbers, they were able to move the ball early on, but the turnover resulted in that. That's 7 points. Goodwin is back deep. The run up and the kick. This one's again end over end and high. Goodwin will catch it about the 10, working on the far sidelines. Had a good return last time. He's still on his feet up to the 30. Near the 30, actually, and that's where the Highclimbers will start this possession. Marker just shy of the 31st and 10. So out of the, well, actually, it's going to go under center is Rhodes. And he's going to go on the rollout and dump it off to Max Johnson. Can't hang on to it. One of those, I'm going to run before I get it. Second down coming. But there is a flag on the play. They're going to say roughing the passer on that one against Peninsula. So that'll march it all the way up to the 45. First and 10 for Shelton. Let's have receivers double wide, and out of the gun will go Johnson, the guy beside him. To his left, man in motion is Colbinson. And off to Colbinson. Nope, it's a quarterback keeper. Rhodes runs into a big pack of Seahawks there. There was a, I thought I saw a flag on the far side. Be thrown just at the play, as the play began. Looks like it's going to go on the Highclimbers, since the referee is talking with the Peninsula captains. Illegal shift on the Highclimbers. They're going to refuse that, take the loss of 1 on the play. So it brings up 2nd and 11 for Shelton, or 3rd and 11, excuse me. No, it's 2nd, that's right. I was right the first time. Trevor Meyer bringing in the play from the sidelines. He'll come wide this side, working with Colbinson. Receivers to the far side, the Coots wide, and in the slot. Colbinson's going to be on the motion man. He'll take the handoff on the end around. Doesn't get much. Might have got a yard or 2. So now it's 3rd down. Still about 11. Ball's at the 44-yard line of Shelton. Their 2nd possession. First possession ended up in a pick 6. Put the Highclimbers down. 3 receivers on this near side, 1 to the far side. Out of the gun will go Rhodes. High snap, handled well. Rhodes is just going to have to tuck it in and take the sack, as he had nowhere to go. Chase Whitmer was in there on that play. Loss of a couple. Maybe 4th down and a punting situation for the Highclimbers. As Zach De La Sancha is on to kick it away. A couple guys back deep. One of those, it looks like it's going to be Cody Bass, or Connor Bass, excuse me. I could be wrong. There's the snap, the kick. High end over end kick that is going to be fair caught. Actually, no, it's not. Oops. One guy called for a fair catch, the other guy did not. The guy who brought it back was Alex Belote. Now I get to see the Seahawks offense for the first time tonight. They do lead 7-0. 6.5 minutes just about to go here, first quarter. Burt Griffin will go out of the gun. 3 receivers to this near side. 1 to the far side. Low snap. He'll just dump it off to the check down guy who's going to speed up the far sideline. And I believe that was Braden Potter, who actually had the pick 6 earlier. But it's a first down, a 1st and 10 from the Highclimber 43. Get out of the gun. We'll go Griffin. They'll hand it off to the runner coming this way. And that was Michael Foreman. With a couple yards on that to the 41. So make it 2nd and 8. So Goodwin might have made that tackle. 2nd and 8 coming for the Seahawks of Peninsula. Out of the gun with an empty backfield is Griffin. 3 receivers far side, 2 to the near side. There's the snap. He's going to go opposite side. Complete to Keem. Keem up the far sidelines, and he's going to go Cody Hall. Couldn't quite get there, and another 6 tacked on. Could be another long night for the Highclimbers. 13 to nothing. 5:39 to go here, first quarter. Stanford on to kick the point after. Snap, spot, kick. Straight up the middle, splitting those uprights. Tack on another one. 14-0 Peninsula. 5:39 to go, first quarter. We'll be right back to Space Web TV, powered by HCC.
Emerging science indicates access to high-speed internet during the school years can lead to positive outcomes, including, but not limited to, streamlined acquisition of data, academic achievement, career advancement, satisfying relationships, cuter children, joy. Our scientific conclusion? Call now and get the HCC Internet and Voice Bundle for the everyday low price of $44.95. Call today and save.
Back at Roy Anderson Field. $14-0 is our score. All Peninsula so far. Took a drive, put some points up. After they had a pick 6. First quarter action, kicking it back to the Highclimbers. Menon will do the kickoff for Peninsula. So run up, high kick. This time it's going to go over the near side. Kenyon will take it at the 10. He's going to get up to the 25, still pushing that pile. It's about the 26 is where the Highclimbers are going to start. Out of the gun will go Rhodes. He's got a couple of receivers on each side. And we have a timeout. For Shelton, so we'll step aside. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
Back here at Highclimbers, back here at Roy Anderson Field. It is a 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers at the 26-yard line. Trailing by 14. Under center will go Rhodes. Hard count. They'll do a little play action, throw it off, and off the hand of Max Johnson, but there's a flag in the backfield, and I think Rhodes took another hit, another roughing the passer. So that will be 15 yards on the penalty. And they'll move it up. Oh, I guess they're offsetting penalties. Pardon me, offsetting penalties there. So we'll repeat the first down. So the first penalty was a roughing the passer, and the penalty on the Highclimbers was ineligible man downfield. Rhodes will go out of the gun. 3 receivers far side, 1 to the near side. Little pass and dump off to Meyer. Meyer still fighting, trying to get some yardage, but he goes sideways and out of bounds. 2nd down and a loss on the play. I guess there was no loss. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Ball still at the 26. Coots will go wide to the far side. 2 receivers on the near side. Out of the eye will go Rhodes. A lot of jumping, a little play action to Kenyon. Rhodes on the counter. We'll get it to Eki. Eki up inside the outside. Just it's short of the 40 on that reception. That is a 1st down. Last time we were here, there was actually a play clock on the field. There is not one here now. And what do we have as their... I think the clock didn't start on that one. I'm assuming that was what the signals were to the broadcast, or the spotter booth, PA booth. Ball be 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers at their 38. Get this figured out here. 4 minutes. Check the power strip. It's probably off. Somebody probably sat on it. The white one. The white one. The white one. Technical difficulties. Flip the switch again. There's no power. You might have blown the fuse on that. I really am in the middle of a broadcast, guys. If you can make it fit. A little dump off pass, nice catch by Kenyon, who dives across the midfield stripe. I'm done helping people, I guess. All right. So we have a 1st down for the Highclimbers. Try to be a nice guy. Let somebody plug into your power strip and they blow the fuse. Now we got to fix that. My computer doesn't have any power. Great. Oh, this is great. So 1st and 10 for Shelton at midfield. 3 receivers near front side. It's
Let's see. I know it. Eki will move to the right and get the handoff. Nope, it's a keeper by Rhodes. Rhodes trying to find some way around, and he can't quite find any daylight there. Second down coming. Second and 9, they're going to give him 1 on that. Under center will go Rhodes. Got a receiver wide on both sides, man in the slot. Pitch this time goes to Kenyon. Jason Kenyon trying to find some daylight, coming right at us. Get inside the 50 to near the 45, maybe the 44. Nice, generous spot there. Three minutes to go here in the first quarter. Third down and about 4, I would call it. Short 4, long 3 from the 43. Rhodes will go under center, out of the eye. Receiver wide on each side. Slot receiver. Hand off this time to Kenyon. Kenyon picking his way, trying to get a couple of yards. Might have got 1. A little slow getting up. Now brings up 4th down. The 42. .235, 2:37 actually, and we have another timeout. Let's take a timeout. Maybe we can fix a problem. We'll be right back.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
Okay. We're back here at Roy Anderson Field. 4th down and 2 coming for the Highclimbers on the 42 of the Peninsula Seahawks. Apologize for the connection issues that we're having. You can blame Sprint for that. Going to be, Highclimbers going to go for it. A receiver on each side and full house backfield for Rhodes will go under center. Coots is wide to the far side. Bourne wide to the near side. Hand off to Johnson. Just ran into a wall of green. And that'll be over on downs for the Highclimbers. So over on downs it'll go. Peninsula takes it back. With the 1st and 10 on their own 42-yard line. Out of the pistol, go Griffin. He'll turn around and hand it off to the guy through. Ranging bodies, nice tackle by Jake Myers. Stopping that after short gain. So 2nd down and 7, a 3-yard gain. Griffin out of the pistol, 3 receivers far side, 1 to the near side. There's the snap, little play action. Griffin throws to the middle, and it's caught. And a good reception. All right, hold on here. can't tell. I don't have any power on this one. I don't have a light on. Broadcast, thank you, dude. Guess it was a roughing the passer call there. We're still trying to figure out some power issues here. And a touchdown for Peninsula. .139 to go here, first quarter. And another kick coming. Finally figured out the power issue. All you had to do is flip the switch. Thank you very much. Snap, spot, kick, and another one. Up there for Peninsula. 21-0. 1:39 to go, first quarter. It's been all Peninsula so far tonight.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
21-0 is the score. And all Peninsula so far in the first quarter, 3 touchdowns, and they're getting ready to kick it back to the Highclimbers. It's a run up, and a squib ground kick that is going to just be fallen on by who got that one? Charlie Hurt is the guy who wisely just dropped on that ball. And the Highclimbers get another shot at this offensively, trying to put some points on the board before the end of the quarter. 1:37 to go, first quarter. Rhodes will go under center. The receiver wide at the far side, that's Coots. Bourne is wide to the near side. Gonna pitch it to Goodwin. Goodwin trying to find some running room. Maybe got 4 out of that. Across the 35 to the 36. Second and 6 coming. 2 receivers near side, 1 wide to the far side, that's Coots. I formation. Handoff, this is Goodwin trying to pick his way around. Can't get anything, might have got back to the line of scrimmage, but I think he was going to be marked for a loss of 1. .40 and counting here in the first quarter. Out of the gun will go Rhodes. 3 receivers to the near side, to the far side. Catch and dump it off to Johnson. Johnson spinning to the 40. Short of the first down, brings up 4th down short. Fourth and 2 is a punting situation, or they're just going to let the quarter run out. All right. So that'll do it for the first quarter. And we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. This is Mason Webb TV, powered by HCC.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
Before we came back, there was a penalty against the Highclimbers on the 4th down as they're in the punting formation. I guess there's too many men on the field. I'm marching back 5. Instead of 4th and 2, it's going to be 4th and 7. 2 guys back deep for Peninsula. Tanner McKinney is one of them. He's on the near side. I'm thinking that that's Connor Bass back there, but I can't see. It's either one. Oh, it's a 4. Okay, no, that is Alex Bellotti. Whoops, kick there. It's short. And the ball's free. And falling on it wisely is McKinney. That'll be 1st and 10 for Peninsula at their own 35-yard line. They're leading 21 to nothing. I got 21. Did that point not come? Oops, I don't even have. What happened to my score here? Put the score up to 20 to match. Somehow that did not work. There we go. A little dump off pass. Nice catch by Foreman. Gets up to the 40. It is 21. Okay. There we go. And there was a flag on the play. Too much to try and keep track of here. 3rd down coming at the 41. Now there is a penalty on the play. It marches the ball back. I didn't see what the call was. So wait and see if we can hear it from the PA. March it back 15, it looks like. Ball's back at the 25-yard line. 1st down, though. 1st and 20 for the Seahawks. From the 21. Out of the pistol will go Griffin. Low snap, pumps once, comes on the rollout to the near side. He'll dump it off, actually try to dump it off, goes through the hands of Braden Potter. Incomplete, 2nd down and 20 coming. 11:34 to go, second quarter. Second and 20 from the 21 are the Seahawks. Back to pass will go Griffin. Griffin will dump it off for a screen. He's got a lot of guys in front of him. That's Foreman. Gets a big chunk of that yardage back to the 39, it looks like. Brings up. Is it fourth down or is it third down? Scoreboard says one thing. Oh, it is fourth down. Okay. Fourth and about 6 from the 39. Peninsula's going to go for it. Nope, they're going to punt. Braden Potter is out there to punt. Nobody back deep for the Highclimbers. There's the snap. High and over in the kit. It will go at about the 30 where it'll be down. Could have been disastrous. There was a Highclimber right there on the play. But the Highclimbers will be a 1st and 10 on their own 29, 30-yard line, 29. After a good defensive stop. 10.5 minutes to go in the half. Coots will come wide to the near side. Boren, it's like Colmanson and Meyer wide to the far side. Handoff, however, goes to Max Johnson in the big pile. Didn't get much, if anything at all. Second down 10 for the Highclimbers on their own 29. Clock is running, 9:55 to go here, second quarter. 2 receivers to this near side, 2 to the far side. Johnson's right beside Evans out of the gun, and he's just swallowed under, no gain there. Good penetration by the Seahawks, and a loss on the play. About 4 on the loss. Back to 25. It's like 3rd and 14 coming. Under center will go Rhodes. Hand it off to, I think it's Jason Kenyon on the carry. Squirting up across the 30 to the 32, 33-yard line. No, it was Goodwin. Brings up 4th down and a punting situation for the Highclimbers as De La Sencha is on there to boot it away. There's the snap, a little low. De La Sencha gets off a good one. It's going to hit about, well, it's going to be caught. Oops. About the 32. And on the return is McKinney. It's up close to midfield at the 47-yard line. That's where the Seahawks will take over with a 21-0 lead. 8:14 to go, half in the first half. Griffin will go out of the pistol. 2 receivers on this near side, 1 to the far side. Handoff, however. Flag on the play. And busting inside the 35 is number 23, and it's Ozzie Austin Martin. Got a flag back at the line of scrimmage. It should bring this one back. Going to be a hold from that spot right at the line of scrimmage, I believe. Well, the head referee said second down. I guess they were calling for a ball. I guess they're gonna march this one off. So they'll march off a 10-yard penalty. So it'll be still be first down, I would imagine. I guess it's a 15. I'm not really sure what that is. Now we're going to have a conference. Always have one game that has to be filled with conferences. It's like a 10-yard penalty to me, and it should be first and 20 for Peninsula. Yes, it is first down. Okay, first and 20 for Peninsula. Back at their own 38-yard line. Nope, they're going to mark it back again. It's going to be 25. Back to the 33 now. Okay, so first and 25 from the 33. That's what the down and distance is. Out of the pistol. And off inside. That's Porter. Gets a big chunk, or at least about half of that penalty back, up to the 41. Second down. It's like about second and 17 from the 41. Just about half that penalty. .35 and counting, second quarter action, 21-0 Peninsula. Out of the pistol, and we have penalties flying. I believe this one's going to be on the Highclimbers at the little offsides. Jumping offsides before the snap. Yep, that makes it second and about 12. What I've noticed defensively for the Highclimbers is they're keeping their distance on the receivers and then coming up just before the snap. And I think somebody probably got a little too close to that imaginary line. Out of the pistol again. One receiver far side to the near side. A little rollout for Griffin. He's going to throw. Nice spot right on the money. First down for Peninsula at the 40 of the Highclimbers. Nice grab. I didn't get that on camera. There's a zip on that ball. First and 10 from the Highclimber 40. Clock stopped, 7:11 to go in the half. Out of the gun this time for Griffin and company. Max protection, two receivers far side. He'll hand it off. This is Foreman. Get inside the 35, near the 32, 33, depending on the spot on that run. Spotted the 32. Second down in a couple. Short two, long one. The broken play there, Porter trying to find some running room. Very close to that first down marker at the 30. First and 10 from the 30 now of the Highclimbers. We'll set the chains and run the clock. Seahawks not in too big of a hurry with a 3-touchdown lead. Griffin will go out of the pistol again. He'll send 2 receivers on this near side, 1 all alone on the far side. Hand it off. That's Foreman getting around the edge on the left side. Got a lot of running room inside the 25 before he's pulled down. Goodwin in there on the tackle for the Highclimbers. For some reason, it seems like a long ways to that side of the field. Second and 2 from the 22. Griffin likes the pistol. He'll send 2 wide to the near side, 1 to the far side. Low snap again. Guns it in the middle and dropping that pass. Number 13. Tanner McKinney had it, but I think he was looking at that goalpost a little too early. So 3rd and 2 from the 22 for Peninsula. Again, we apologize for the buffering that you're experiencing. You're watching online. Not much we can do about it. We're doing the best we can. Out of the gun will go Griffin this time. Hand it off to Foreman. Foreman slips the tackles. The Highclimbers had it red, but he managed to sneak by and bringing him down wide free for the Highclimbers. But a first down gained at the 20. Five minutes and counting here in the half. Peninsula in control. Out of the gun will go Griffin. 2 receivers on the near side. Another low snap. Foreman will take the handoff though. He just dances his way around, dragging a couple of Highclimbers with him. Hard fought yards on that. 2nd and 7 coming from the 17 of the Highclimbers. Out of the gun will go Griffin again. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Actually, that was out of the pistol. On the rollout, Griffin will tuck it under and run. He'll get inside the 10, it looks like, before he's pulled down. Got a Highclimber slow to get up. It's JJ Torres is the Highclimber that's down. Training staff out there from both sides. Take a look at that leg. Looks like the left leg of Eki. Four minutes to go here in the half. They're still taking a look at Eki. Eki is going to get some help up. And he's going to gingerly come off the field. It'll be a first and goal for Peninsula when we resume play at the 7-yard line. Now wind that clock in. Here we go. Peninsula taking their time in the huddle, as they should, with a comfortable lead here. Out of the gun will go Griffin. Griffin will hand it off. Nice defense by the Highclimbers as Martin had nowhere to go. Ozzie just ran into a wall of white. Cody Hall, the first guy there. Loss on the play. Looks like a couple. Back at the 12. So second and goal from the 12 now for Peninsula. Out of the pistol. Griffin hands it off, running this way. And diving in for the touchdown. Nope, just shy of the goal line is Ozzie Martin. Brings up third down. From about the 1 inch yard. Oh, looks like it's actually about the 2. Two and a half minutes and counting here in the half. And there come the Seahawks. Out of the shotgun goes Griffin. He'll just keep it himself. Dive in. Did he get in yet? No indication. No, they stopped him. Fourth down coming. Good goal line stand there for the Highclimbers. Fourth and goal coming. Fourth and probably about 4 inches. And it looks like the Seahawks are going to go for it. Out of the gun will go Griffin. He's got a receiver wide to the near side. Hand off this time. Got a lot of room, and walking in for the touchdown is Ozzie Martin. So the point after coming. Stanford on there to kick it. The holder is Bo Charpenter. There's the spot, the kick. He's good. He's perfect. Make it 28-0. 1:35 to go here in the half. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
That's my neighbor Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a very big mistake. Hey, Joe, you think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have your underground utilities marked before you start digging?
John, that's just for big projects.
Actually, it's for any digging project. Hey, congratulations, Joe. You found your electric line. Remember, safe digging always begins with a free call to 811. You want to borrow my phone, buddy?
And we're back here at Roy Anderson Field. 28-0. 1:35 to go here. First half action. Roy Anderson Field, Peninsula, all over Shelton tonight. Opening drive for the Highclimbers was pretty good, but then the pick six happened. And then not so much, and it's been all Peninsula from there. But it's teed up at the 40, and Goodwin is back deep to receive the kickoff from Minnan. There's a run up, and the kicks keep it in on the ground and falling on it. Nice, wise decision. Number 72 for the Highclimbers, Kyle McGregor. Wisely just dropped on that ball. Highclimbers with decent starting field position at their own 43. And do we have a flag here? No, we're just waiting for a ball. Okay. Now I'm all straightened out. See what the Highclimbers can do here with a minute and a half thereabouts to work out of the eye. Will go Rhodes. He's got Coots near side. Hand it off. Nice patience and a good breakaway. Troy Goodwin on the run. Can he go? Can he go? Nope. Ran out of bounds just inside the 25. We do have a flag on the play at the end of the play. I'll be marking. Flag is at about the 23. Let's see what the flag is. It's near the end of the play. A lot of discussion on this one. It's a good run by Troy Goodwin. And the way the referee is holding the ball, it'll be on the Highclimbers. They're going to mark 15. Still should be enough for first down. The personal foul on the Highclimbers. And they'll tack that on to the end of the run, or off on the end of the run, and bring the ball back to the 40. But a first down for Shelton with 1:20 and counting on the clock. Out of the gun will go Rhodes. He's going to quick dump it off, and incomplete, intended for Troy Goodwin. Stops clock at a minute 12. So 2nd and 10 from the 40 for Shelton. Trying to end the half on a positive note. Out of the gun will go Rhodes. 2 receivers on each side. Slot receivers are Goodwin. Actually, it's going to be Kenyon and Colbinson. Back to pass. He's going to go for Coots and another interception. That one was Jace Keene on the pick. That ends any threat the Highclimbers are trying to mount here late in the half. So 1st and 10 for Peninsula. On their own 14-yard line, it appears. From our angle, it's kind of hard to see. We're not up as high as you would hope to get a good view of the field. But it is 1st and 10 for Peninsula. On their own 14. Out of the pistol will go Griffin. He'll send 2 receivers on each side. Low snap, back to pass he goes. Look at the far side, throws in the middle. It is complete and immediately tackled right after the reception to the 33-yard line by, he'll get up, but he's down. We have an injured Highclimber. Goodwin with the tackle comes away kind of gimpy there. He's going to come out for a play, holding his shoulder. Rhodes will come in to replace him. And a little hurry up going for the Seahawks. Under a minute to go, 58.5 seconds. Out of the pistol will go Griffin. Griffin, short drop. He's got a complete right below us. And getting out of bounds outside the 40 is number 2. That's Keem. Be 50 seconds to go here in the half with the 2nd down at the 42-yard line. 2nd down and 2 for Peninsula. Out of the gun will go Griffin. 2 receivers on the far side, 2 receivers on the near side. Back to pass. Griffin will step up and he'll run. Boy, he's got some speed as well as an accurate passing. And he breaks it open. There he goes. Another 6 points for Peninsula. We have a couple of Highclimbers down at midfield. I think they might have collided. Another 6. two high climbers back about the 45. Wyatt Free is one of them. He's the one squatting. The guy is sitting down. I can't quite see who that is. Could be wrong. We're still attending to the two high climbers down. Nope, it was 32. Jake Myers and Wyatt Free will both have to sit out of play as the Seahawks are out there to kick another extra point. Point after coming. Snip, a little high. Controlled well, and it splits the uprights. Add another one. 35-0. We'll be right back.
If you are interested in how our local government works, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, gives you the opportunity to watch our elected officials in action. Every Tuesday, you can watch the Mason County Commission. These live broadcasts air at 9 a.m., except on the fourth Tuesday of a month when the County Commission meets at 6 p.m. You can also watch the County Commissioners online at your leisure or tune into a rebroadcast on Hood Canal Communications local channel. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only place to find this type of in-depth coverage.
Back here at Roy Anderson Field, waiting for the kickoff. 35-0 all Peninsula here tonight. And they can score quickly. They started this drive with about 1:12 to go here. And if this doesn't bring them back into the top 10, I'm not sure what will. Yes, Kenyon is back deep. Goodwin is up. Actually, no, that's going to be Meyer. There's a run up and the kick. This one's going to be sent deep. It's going to go into the end zone. Kenyon will just watch it bounce into the end zone, and the High Climbers will start out on their own 20 with 38.7 seconds to work in the half. I do expect a knee here for the High Climbers, but we'll see what Coach Hinkle wants to do here with the last 38 seconds or so. Again, we're waiting for the ball. So first and 10 from the 20. They'll put it on the hash mark on the far side. Looks like the High Climbers need another guy out there. Here comes Jason Kenyon. And here they come. Coots come wide to this near side. Out of the eye will go Rhodes. Hand it off to Kenyon. Kenyon trying to get around this near side. Might have got a yard out of it. Wow, I was very generous. But I'll give him a yard. And his clock is running. Meyer will bring in the play from the sidelines. Can they get it off before the half runs out? Coots come wide to this near side. Meyer will go wide to the far side. Slot receiver is going to be. Oh, that'll do it for the half. We do have a penalty. The time ran out, but we have a flag before the play got underway, before the horn sound. Let's see if they're going to end this one. I believe that'll be the half. Or they're going to play one down untimed. So false start on the High Climbers. And I think we're going to get one untimed down here for the High Climbers. Make it a second and 14. And out of the eye will go the Highclimbers. Myers wide to the far side. Coots is wide to the near side. They were gentleman walked in wearing an O'Day shirt. That's guy who's got some booze going in the crowd in front of us. Under center will go Rhodes, slot receiver. Now Rhodes will just take the knee. That'll end it. So we will head to halftime with Peninsula all over Shelton tonight. We'll be back with our halftime. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
And move over. When you see lights,
Vests. Or reflectors.
please give us some room. Slow down and move over. When you need us,
We've got your back.
do you have ours?
You got our back?
You got ours? You got our back? Please, slow down.
And move over.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why is
heroin
bad?
so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
If you're interested in how our local government works, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, gives you the opportunity to watch our elected officials in action. Every Monday you can watch the Shelton City Commission. These live broadcasts air at 6 p.m. on the first and third Monday of each month and at 2 p.m. on the other Mondays. However, you can watch the City Commissioners online at your leisure or tune into a rebroadcast on Hood Canal Communications local channel. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only place to find this type of in-depth coverage.
We're back here at Roy Anderson Field. It is halftime. The Peninsula Marching Band is on the field. Hang on a second here. I do have a special thing to do here. I got to pull the right thing up. Where is it? Well, anyways, let's see here. Let's try this here. Just give me a moment while I open up my halftime feature. There it is. Okay, here we go. So it is halftime at Roy Anderson Field with Peninsula leading Shelton 35-0, and we welcome you to the Maple Glen Senior Living halftime show. In the past week, there has been some exciting news from Matlock relating to the Merriam Knight football team. Last Saturday, the Owls picked up their first win of the season, 70-28.
After dropping their first two games by large margins, Owls coach Tom Kerr was happy to be on the winning side.
We had, great game plan. We had a great week of practice, so that was part of why we came out clicking on us. And you can see when we have all our guys what we're capable of. So, we're a complete team.
Austin Freeze once again provided the bulk of MMK's offense, scoring 6 touchdowns on runs of 83 yards, 65 yards, 47 yards, 43 yards, and 35 yards, as well as taking a Zach Thompson pass 85 yards to the end zone.
We're going to continue trying to get him the ball open in space. Especially with 8-man football, the way how big the field can be, get him as many touches as we can and keep him healthy. So I mean, he's a dynamic playmaker. He'll do everything for us.
On the second play from scrimmage, Thompson turned a broken play into points, scrambling for 89 yards and the Owls' first TD.
I could probably count about 3 or 4 broken plays that he just made something happen. And that's kudos to him. I mean, when stuff breaks down and he can react like that on his feet and make those decisions, I mean, that's just showing where he's come instead of just trying to get out of bounds. I mean, he can see that happening, know there's a breakdown, and then make a play for us. And that's his leadership coming to surface.
The game allowed Merriam Knight to work on many aspects, including hurry-up offense and clock management.
I felt good that we got to work on it, finally, in a game situation. I mean, we do every Wednesday we have our 2-minute drill, and so we actually got to kind of get into it a little bit today, even though we scored right away, so it didn't get to progress down the field. But to see that work and see it work in the game, and the kids see that, I mean, it's just going to build off that for the future, because we got a tough schedule coming up. We start league play next Thursday.
The MMK defense stepped up, which Kerr attributes to a new assistant coach.
I brought back Joel Thompson to help out with the defense. He's our defensive coordinator this year, so we brought him back this week as a volunteer coach for us, and just you can see his influence right away and what happened with our defense today and just the fundamentals. But it goes to them just playing hard and having those bodies to refresh. I mean, you can see Evergreen there. They have 13, 12 guys. They're like us first game, just gas. So to have that refreshing bodies just flowing through, and then just fundamentals tackling. I mean, 8-man game, you got to tackle. One broken tackle, it's going to go.
Also getting in on the scoring against the Eagles were Kyle Bundy, who ran for 2 touchdowns, one from 25 yards and the other from 70 yards, and Thompson tossed a 12-yard TD pass to Trenton Nares. 2-point conversions were added by Thompson and Reese Toddy. The boys from Matlock improved to 1-2 on the season with the win over Evergreen Lutheran, but also picked up their second win this week by forfeit.
Tohola had to forfeit against us for this upcoming game next Saturday, so it turned into a bye week for us, and next Thursday we go to State Def.
And as mentioned, Austin Freeze had another stellar performance, and that earned him Athlete of the Week honors from the Washington Interscholastic Athletics Association, or WIAA. The official stats have the junior running back rushing for 309 yards on 13 attempts and 4 rushing touchdowns, although I counted 5 on the ground and 1, and he took a Zach Thompson pass 85 yards for another TD. The Owls are 2-2 after that forfeit by Tohola this week. Boys from Matlock hit the road next Thursday and play at the Washington School for the Deaf. We will have more from Roy Anderson Field on the Maple Glen halftime show in just a moment. Stand by while I pull up the right thing to play. This is not an easy task, folks. Everything's new. And that's not going to help me. And we'll go right here. Okay. We'll be back with more from Roy Anderson Field in a moment. Your Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Emerging science indicates access to high-speed internet during the school years can lead to positive outcomes, including, but not limited to, streamlined acquisition of data, academic achievement, career advancement, satisfying relationships, cuter children, joy. Our scientific conclusion? Call now and get the HCC Internet and Voice Bundle for the everyday low price of $44.95. Call today and save.
If you are interested in how our local government works, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, gives you the opportunity to watch our elected officials in action. Every Tuesday, you can watch the Mason County Commission. These live broadcasts air at 9 a.m., except on the fourth Tuesday of a month when the County Commission meets at 6 p.m. You can also watch the County Commissioners online at your leisure or tune into a rebroadcast on Hood Canal Communications local channel. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only place to find this type of in-depth coverage.
You've seen the sign, keep right except to pass, but did you know it's the law? Camping out in the left lane makes you a slow-moving safety hazard. Moving to the right improves emergency response time and helps reduce collisions and traffic jams. Allowing faster-moving traffic to pass is always the best choice. Use the left lane to pass slower-moving or merging traffic, then return to your lane. Remember, keep right except to pass.
And we're back here at Maple Glen, in the Maple Glen halftime show. I'm Diedrich Allen. We'll get it all worked out before it's all over. Maybe. As we have about 5 minutes or so before the play resumes here, I want to talk about the Associated Press poll that came out on Wednesday. Sticking with the 3A, Eastside Catholic and O'Day are 1 and 2. Kamiak sits at 3, Ferndale at 4. Mount Spokane is at 5. Now Mount Spokane beat Peninsula earlier this, to open the season. Lincoln's is sitting at 6. Swallowcombe, which is out of Bellingham, is at 7. And Timberline, which is the Highclimbers' next opponent on Thursday of next week, they're sitting at 8. Bellevue is 9. Arlington is sitting at 10. That's a 3A classification. If you're wondering about the 4A, Camas, Sumner, Woodinville, Richland, and Graham Kapowson round out the top 5, followed by Gonzaga Prep, Bothell, Monroe, Jawa, Union, and Olympia are tied for 10th. In the 2A, Archbishop Thomas Murphy sits at the top of the poll. Tumwater sitting at 4. WF West out of Chehalis is at 5. North Kitsap is 8th. My alma mater, Burlington Edison, sitting at 9. And Fife is at 10. In the 1A poll, Royal, Connell, Mount Baker, Montesano sitting at 4. Meridian, Nooksack Valley, Colville, Cascade Christian, Zilla, and Okanagan are the top 10 there. In the 2B classification, Kalama at the top there. Napavine sitting at 3, Adna at 4. Northwest Christian out of Colbert is at 5. Soton, PL, Willapa Valley is at 7. Colfax, Rainier, and Toledo round out the top 10 there in the 2B classification. In the 1B, Odessa Lummi are 1 and 2. Sunnyside Christian sitting at 3. Almira Coley Heartline is 4, and Tacoma Baptist is sitting at number 5. 6 or more points. Selkirk sitting at 6. Columbia Hunters is at 7. Quilcene right there at number 8. And Republic is at, tied with Quilcene for that number 8 spot. If they go that far, they only have 5 on the sheet, and they have others receiving points. So that's the way it sits right here, with a 35-0 score at halftime, as a dance team from Peninsula is out there performing for the crowd. And again, we're on the far side, or the opposite side, the visitors stand here at Roy Anderson Field. We'll take another timeout. We'll be back and hopefully get the third quarter underway shortly on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. You are watching the Maple Glen Senior Living halftime show.
I lost my mother to a drunk driver. She taught me to be kind and good and strong. Be a positive force in a sometimes cruel world. I want to do everything I can to keep Washington a beautiful place. For my children, for your children. Become a Washington State Trooper.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
That's my neighbor, Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a very big mistake. Hey, Joe, you think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have your underground utilities marked before you start digging?
John, that's just for big projects.
Actually, it's for any digging project. Hey, congratulations, Joe. You found your electric line. Remember, safe digging always begins with a free call to 811. You want to borrow my phone, buddy?
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
And we're back here at Roy Anderson Field. Highclimbers are out on the field. The Seahawks are about to join them. They will, clock will hit the 000s here shortly, and then they'll put 3 minutes up on the clock, as they are always adding that 3 minutes to make sure everybody's warmed up nicely. It's starting to get a little chilly. Not 30 minutes, folks. 3 minutes. There we go. All right. So we are back here. Usually I would have Jerry Apple do some stats right now, but he is on the road to Ellsberg. We do appreciate his help, as always. Oh, there is one thing I forgot that we're going to play. And we'll be right back after another special feature here on the Maple Glen Senior Living Halftime Show.
Welcome to the Maple Glen Senior Living Resident Spotlight. Meet Shirley Clinton, who moved into Maple Glen in August 2009. One of her first jobs was at the iconic Colonial House.
The first luncheon I had to work at, I was scared to death.
She also worked at the old Shelton Library.
I believe I got the job because I said I love books and like to be with books.
Shirley spent 18 years at ITT Rainier.
I was a telephone attendant, receptionist.
Then became a travel agent.
Wasn't very lucrative, but I sure had a heck of a good time. You did?
Shirley and her husband owned Clinton Bike and Ski Shop that was located on Coda Street in downtown Shelton.
We had an argument one day, and my husband said, "Well, I'm going to fire you." And I said, "No, you're not, because I quit right now."
Shirley has a grandson and a great-grandson who visit often. To schedule a tour and to meet residents like Shirley, call Maple Glen at 360-427-0300.
We're back here at Roy Anderson Field. About a minute to go before we get this second half underway, as it has been all Peninsula here. Starting out with what was the opening drive that looked like it was going to be very nice for the Highclimbers, but a pick six and a 75-yard return, and that started the onslaught of Seahawks scores, as they then scored on successive drives. The Highclimbers were able to stop them once, and then they turned it over twice. Another interception to give the Seahawks another shot at it with about a minute to go in the half. They managed to score, and that's where we sit now with that 35-0 score. The Highclimbers have had some positives. It's not all about Peninsula here, as they have done some good here. They just haven't been able to take advantage of any field position. And we're about ready to start the third quarter. Peninsula will be receiving the kick from the Highclimbers. And do keep in mind that once there's a 40-point difference in the score, the clock starts to run. Running clock with only stopping at timeouts, scores, and injuries, I believe. Peninsula's out there. See, they're ready to receive the kick. Highclimbers are going to get out there shortly. A late arriving crowd here. So Della Sanchez is going to tee it up at the 40. Back deep is Alex Bellotti. And looks like Tanner McKinney. Standing about their 20, inside their 20. On the west end of the field here at Roy Anderson Field. Third quarter about ready to get underway, all Peninsula so far tonight. Let's see what the Highclimbers can dial up in the second half. Here come the Highclimbers in the kick. It's going to be picked up just inside the 20. And on the return, look at that. Wow, nice return by Alex Bellotti. Gets it from the inside the 20 to the 46. $18-yard return. 23 yards. Is that right? Yeah, 23 yards on the return. That's where the Seahawks will start with the ball on their own 46-yard line. Burke Griffin, senior, still in the pistol. He's got a receiver in the slot on the near side, too, on the far side. And he's asking, he needs a couple more guys out there. At least one more. Jumping on there is Cooper Sims. And the Seahawks are going to have to burn a timeout to get this play in the books. Okay, well, that's not a good way to start if you're a Peninsula fan. We will take a quick timeout. We'll be back, possibly. We'll just keep it right here as the Seahawks will get this thing running out here. Oh, we have a minute on that clock there. That's the timeout. I guess they're minute timeouts these days. I thought they were 30 seconds. Here come the Seahawks. And now come the Highclimbers. Look at this third quarter underway. Starting to get a little chilly out. It's football weather for sure. Griffin will go out of the pistol as he has all game. Except a couple times out of the gun. Back to pass he goes. He's going to throw over the middle. Underthrown a little bit, but was it caught? They're going to say it was caught. Jace Keim with the catch in Highclimber territory to 35. Little no huddle for Peninsula. Out of the pistol. Griffin looks to the near side. He's got a complete. He's turning up the field, juking his way around. Is Bellotti. And he's run out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. I guess it's Belote. Pardon me for mispronouncing that the whole game. First and 10 for the Seahawks. Ball at the 15-yard line of Shelton. Same formation as he has been all night. Two receivers on each side, and out of the pistol goes Griffin. Fakes a little handoff, looks over, looks into the end zone, and it's incomplete. Ends up second down. Clock is stopped at 11:23 to go, third quarter. Out of the pistol will go Griffin again. Same formation. He's going to throw, same play. This time it's complete and trying to get in. Did he get in? Yes, he did. A lot added, 6 more for Peninsula. I guess it was Kime on the catch there. And the point after coming. Stanford's on to make it 42. Straight points unanswered. Snap on target, kick on target. And one more, 42-0. It's been all Peninsula tonight. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Maple Glen has a Sunday brunch, open to the community with free admittance when you schedule a tour. What a great way to learn more about this beautiful senior living community. Maple Glen Senior Living, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman at 360-427-0300 to learn more and schedule a visit to Maple Glen.
11:19 to go here. Third quarter action. 42-0. All Peninsula tonight. We should have a running clock from here on out. As Minnan has it teed up at the 40. Goodman is back deep for Shelton. Deep kick. It's going to drive in. Goodwin inside the 10. It's going to go straight up the seam there and get short of the 30. Actually going to spot it across the 25 to the 27, 28 yard line. Where the Highclimbers try to get something going here. As clock is running. Called the 28. Rhodes still in there at QB. He'll go under center out of the I formation. Hand off to Max Johnson, trying to power his way up the middle. Maybe got the yard. I don't think so. Very little there. No give in the Seahawks defense. Clock is running. 42-0 Peninsula. Shelton with the ball. Trenton Hughes came into the lineup for the Highclimbers. So Jason Kenyon will be at the end of the I. Max Johnson, the fullback. Got Hughes wide to the near side. New QB is Meyer. Meyer trying to get something going, trying to work his way around the left side. He's pulled down for a loss. Trevor Meyer, 6 foot junior. Instead for the senior Evan Rhodes. See what he can get done in this game situation. As Anthony Barron will come in this time at the play. And Hughes will rotate out. Rhodes is actually out there. He is in the receiver. He's a slot receiver on this near side. Meyer throws to the far side. Kenyon can't handle the pass. Incomplete. Third down coming. A little bit behind him and around him. Turned his body completely around. Couldn't pull down. 42-0. Running clock from here on out. Highclimbers with a, well, I guess it's a fourth down. I thought it was third down. But Della Sanchez in there to punt it back to Peninsula. There's the snap. Kick is a nice one. It's going to drive the runner back to the 35, get to the 40, 45, 50, going up the far sidelines, cuts it back and returns it to about the 32-yard line. That was Tanner McKinney, but there's a flag on the field. Where's the flag? Must be at the end of the play. Oh, it's back there at midfield. So there's a penalty hold or illegal block at midfield. That'll march the Seahawks back to the 40. And that's where they will start with this drive, 1st and 10. Burt Griffin still in there at quarterback, the senior. 6 foot 155. Bring him out at the line of scrimmage. His 2 receivers to the near side. Max protection out of the gun. Low snap. They'll hand it off. That's Porter on the run to the 50. Cuts it outside. Wyatt Free kind of takes a ride to the 30. So 30 yards on that run for Peninsula. And no flags on that play. So 1st and 10, 6.5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Running clock as the Peninsula Seahawks have 42 points on that board. It's a mercy rule is what they call it. Which is good in some ways and bad in others. Doesn't give a lot of playing time and an amount of comeback, but the thought is that it wouldn't get much of a comeback. Hand off to Porter again. Nice tackle by Caesar Tankersley after a gain of maybe 1. Now they're going to give him 2. So 2nd and 8 coming for Peninsula. And as Coach Henkel is rotating a lot of different players in and out. Get some playing time here in a game situation. Griffin will go out of the shotgun with max protection. Back to pass he goes. He's going to throw for the end zone. Got a guy there, and he rolls in. Is it a touchdown or did he? Yeah, he went down just before the goal line. Belote with the catch at the 1. Good catch, 1st and goal for Peninsula. They're knocking on the door again. And we have what? Timeout by the Highclimbers. Okay. So we'll step aside. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. We'll be back in 30 seconds, hopefully.
Other TV providers force you to sign a long-term contract. Then you're stuck with years of second-rate service. Hood Canal Communications delivers stunning HD, plus bundled savings on super-fast internet and home phone, with no long-term contracts. It's all backed by an exceptional team of local service professionals. No contracts, no nonsense, just great service. Don't get stuck with a contract. Visit hcc.net to learn more.
First and goal for Peninsula at the 1-yard line. It's like a wildcat formation here. His handoff goes to Porter. There's a flag on the play. Porter gets in. Will it stand is a question. Evan Udy is the guy who took the snap and handed off to Porter. But we have a flag on the play. Porter did get it in from a yard out. It's a conference near the goal line. 5 minutes, the clock is stopped. They're still discussing. They're going to wave off that flag. It's a touchdown. After all that, it's a touchdown. So they pulled down, they picked up the flag, and a point after is coming. There's snap, there's spot, there's kick. Add another one on. Make it 49-0. Another score for Shelton. Will be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
That's my neighbor Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a big mistake. Hey, Joe, think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have the utilities marked before you start digging?
I'm not digging very deep. It's no big deal.
No big deal.
Dad, the TV's out. Internet too.
Remember, safe digging always starts with a free call to 811. Oh, what a knucklehead.
Waiting for the kickoff here at Roy Anderson Field. 49-0, 5 minutes, 2 seconds to go here, third quarter action. Here's a run up and the kick. That one's gonna sail, hit the 10 and roll into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback, and the Highclimbers will start out on their own 20. So 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Looks like Trevor Meyer is going to be running the things for the rest of the way for the Highclimbers. Devin Rhodes worked the first half. So Highclimbers have a 1st and 10 on their own 20. Bourne will come wide to the near side, Coots wide to the far side. Culbertson's in the slot on the near side. And we have a penalty before we even get underway here. It's going to be an offsides penalty on Peninsula. So that'll move them up 5 yards. Make it 1st and 5 from the 25. So Meyer will go under center. Same formation, likely the same play. Out of the eye. Pitch will go to Kenyon. Jason Kenyon trying to pick his way through the line. Gets across the 30, up near the 40-yard line before he's pulled down. Well, the 1st and 10 for Shelton. And the ball will be spotted actually at the 35, 36-yard line. Well, spotted at the 37, 1st and 10 for Shelton. A little more urgency out of the Highclimbers. Hand off to Kenyon. Kenyon tried to go outside, cuts it back inside. Going straight up the middle to midfield before he stopped there. Good run for Jason Kenyon. Spotted at the 49 of Peninsula. So we approach the 3-minute mark here. Third quarter, running clock. Out of the gun will go Meyer. He'll catch and he'll pump once, pull it down, and dive back to the line of scrimmage. Good coverage and a little bit of pressure. Second down and 10 at the 49. So second down for Shelton. Meyer will bring him out of the huddle. They'll go out of the gun. Send 3 receivers to the far side. That's Coots, Colmanson, and Goodwin near side. I don't see who that is. But the handoff goes to Johnson. Johnson trying to work his way around the left side. Then he's pulled back in the middle. Got near the 45 before he stopped. Actually, it was Trenton Hughes, the receiver on the near side. Third down and about 7. Looks like 6. From the 45. Under 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Hughes comes back in the lineup. He'll come wide to the near side. 3 receivers to the far side. Out of the gun, empty backfield. Meyer throws, completes it to Johnson. Johnson trying to get the first down marker. And there's a fumble on the play. Peninsula says they have it. And they'll stop the clock with 1:34 to go. Nope, they'll keep it. It'll be 4th down. Maybe a yard gain after all that. The ball's going to be at the 44-yard line. 4th down and 5. Meyer will bring him out. Go out of the gun. Send 3 receivers to the near side and 2 to the far side. Empty backfield. He's going to look to the middle. Throws complete to Johnson. Johnson, did he get enough for the first down? Yes, he did, it appears. Yes, it is. It's up to the 36. 1st and 10 for Shelton. As we're approaching 50 seconds here in the third quarter. Meyer splits the wideouts, 2 to each side. Johnson in the back beside him. Quick snap. He's going to lob it down and overthrow everybody out of bounds. You know, they got a cameraman down there. That's not my cameraman. Be cool if it was. So it brings up second down and 10 from the 37, 36. $20 seconds to go here in the third. Can the Highclimbers get off a play before the end of the quarter? Meyer still discussing things. Coach Hinkle right there looking at the clock, and I don't think we're going to get a play off before the end of the third quarter. So we will head to the final quarter with Peninsula up 46 or 49 to nothing. We'll be back with the fourth quarter here in a moment on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Maple Glen has a Sunday brunch, open to the community with free admittance when you schedule a tour. What a great way to learn more about this beautiful senior living community. Maple Glen Senior Living, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman at 360-427-0300 to learn more and schedule a visit to Maple Glen.
Emerging science indicates access to high-speed internet during the school years can lead to positive outcomes, including, but not limited to, streamlined acquisition of data, academic achievement, career advancement, satisfying relationships, cuter children, joy. Our scientific conclusion? Call now and get the HCC Internet and Voice Bundle for the everyday low price of $44.95. Call today and save.
And we're back here, waiting for the start of the fourth quarter. 49-0 Peninsula on top. Ed Shelton is driving with the second and 10 at the Peninsula 36. We're waiting for the youth football teams to leave the field here before we get play underway. Out of the gun will go Meyer, man in motion. That's Evan Rhodes. Evan Rhodes take the handoff, get the sweep going, and get a first down near the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for Shelton. Can they get on the board here? They spotted it actually at the 19-yard line. 1st and 10. Meyer will bring him up. They'll go out of the shotgun. Max Johnson, the guy to his right. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. He's going to catch and dump it off to Evan Rhodes. Evan Rhodes makes one man miss. Gets the 15, fighting his way to the 10. Just shy of the 10, it looks like. Brings up a 2nd down. Second and 2. Ball's actually at the 11-yard line. 10:50 in the 4th. Meyer out of the gun again. They'll send 3 receivers to the near side. Rhodes is the going to go between Goodwin and Coots. Bourne, the man on the far side. Handoff to Johnson. Johnson fighting his way inside the 10 near the 5 before he's pulled down. 1st and goal for Shelton. It's like the 6-yard line. Actually, make it the 7. 1st and goal for Shelton. Meyer will go under center. Got a full house backfield. Handoff goes to, who was that? Was it Goodwin? Or yes, it was Goodwin. Gets just shy of the goal line. 2nd and goal from the 1-inch line. Can't zoom in much further than that. That's what you're looking at, folks. That's how far the Highclimbers need to go. Meyer will go under center with that full house backfield. Going to keep it and dive in. Touchdown, but the flag is on the play. So what are we going to have now? Clock continues to run. And a false start after all that. Wow. Brings up a 2nd and about 5 yards and 1 inch. Rhodes will come back in with the play for the Highclimbers. Meyer running the show here. Going to stay with that full house backfield with receivers on each side. Meyer goes under center. Pitch it to Goodwin. Goodwin on the rollout. Cuts it back up the numbers. Dives in. Touchdown, but there's a flag at the end of the play. Will it stand? That is the question. And a hold on Shelton. So we have 2nd down and goal from the 11. Out of the gun will go Meyer. And just dump it off and incomplete. 3rd down and goal coming. Clock continues to run. 7:45 to go in the ball game. Highclimbers trying to get on the board. The 3rd and goal from the 11. Under center goes Meyer, out of the eye. Pitch it to Goodwin. Goodwin met right there and might have worked his way to where? Might have gotten a loss on play. I'm not even sure what we're doing. 4th down coming. Board says one thing. I'm pretty sure they're not that far. It's going to be 4th and goal from the 14, it looks like. Clock spotter's way off. Out of the gun will go Meyer. 3 receivers far side, 2 to the near side. He's going to dump it off and throw it incomplete. Was it Rhodes on the reception? No, they almost had it, spun away, and that's incomplete. And then over on downs it goes for the Seahawks. They'll take over on their own 14-yard line. So there's a change at quarterback for the Seahawks. Peyton Bice will take over. He's a sophomore. 6'2", 166. And he'll go out of the gun. And he'll hand it off, inside handoff. It's like 26, the carrier. Sean Leonard on the carry. And a loss on the play. Back to the 11-yard line. So 2nd and 13. So we're under 5.5 minutes to go here in this ball game. Running clock, 49-0 all Peninsula. Bice will go out of the gun. It's got a receiver on the near side. Handoff again. This guy's running north and south, or not north and south, east and west. He's still on his feet. I did see a flag go in there at the before he made his cut up field. I believe the carrier was Daniel Findle. Oh, I guess it was not. It was Cameron McDonald on the carry. A flag is sitting right at the 10-yard line. It's going to be a hold, and that'll be half the distance. So we'll bring up 2nd down and 18. If I got that right. We'll spot the ball at the 5. So this is 2nd down and 18. Bice will go out of the gun again with 2 guys beside him, 1 receiver far side. Inside handoff, who breaks it free. Look at him go, folks. That's Sean Leonard adding on. It's now 55-0. 3:24 and counting. I guess they're not going to stop the clock. It's been over for a while. Point after coming. There's a snap, the spot, and the kick. It's good. Count another one. 56-0, all Peninsula tonight. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right? Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
Is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
Two minutes, 2 seconds to go here in this ball game. 56-0, all Peninsula tonight. Highclimbers have been close, at least the last drive, but turned it over on downs. And they had a good opening drive and a few things in between, but other than that, they were not able to put any points on the board. And it's been all Peninsula with a minute and a half counting. So let's see what happens with this kickoff. They've been mixing it up. They've been kicking them deep. They've been kicking them to the corners. They've been kicking them on the ground. This one is going to go short. It's going to hit at the 25 and roll out of bounds inside the 10. So the Highclimbers look like they're going to take the ball, and I believe they take it to the 35. You make them re-kick it or take it on the 35 or the better spot. So I'm taking it to 35. We have a new quarterback in there. I think it's Luke McPhee. Yep, it's McPhee. He'll throw it long and got it complete out there to Bourne up at the 45. Very close to first down. Yes, it's a first down. And 14 seconds. I don't think Highclimbers can get another play out here. The ball's at the 47. There's 8. Can they get one up? Here they come to the line of scrimmage. Under center will go McPhee out of the eye. Nope, he can't get enough. And that will pretty much do it here. Will be, that's a final. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV powered by HCC.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
And move over. When you see lights,
Vests.
Or reflectors.
please give us some room. Slow down and move over. When you need us,
We've got your back.
Do you have ours?
You got our back?
you got ours? You got our back? Please, slow down.
And move over.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right? Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
Is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
If you're interested in how our local government works, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, gives you the opportunity to watch our elected officials in action. Every Monday you can watch the Shelton City Commission. These live broadcasts air at 6 p.m. on the first and third Monday of each month and at 2 p.m. on the other Mondays. However, you can watch the City Commissioners online at your leisure or tune into a rebroadcast on Hood Canal Communications local channel. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only place to find this type of in-depth coverage.
Well, that'll do it for this game, 56-0 all Peninsula tonight. And there's not much to add. Highclimbers had a couple of drives that got close, but couldn't quite finish it off to put some scores on, some score on the board. It'll be interesting to hear from the coach next week when I do talk to him. Anyways, the final here. Let's see, I got some closing stuff to talk about. Let's get to that while we have a moment here. Okay, there we are. Well, next week, Shelton has another South Sound Conference road game, but on Thursday at South Sound Stadium in Lacey, where the Highclimbers will take on the 8th-ranked Timberline Blazers. Game will be on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, with kickoff at 7 p.m. Peninsula has an SSC game on the road as well, heading to Ingersoll Stadium in Olympia. Take on Capital next Friday. And let's see here. As for other Mason County schools, North Mason currently hosting Port Angeles, heads to Silverdale Stadium next Friday to face Olympic. And Merriam Knight is also on the road next Thursday at the Washington State School for the Deaf. And that does it for us here at Roy Anderson Field in Purdy. Final score, Peninsula 56, Shelton nothing. Thanks to you for joining us. I'm Diedrich Allen. We'll talk to you next Thursday from South Sound Stadium. This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, has been brought to you by Maple Glen Senior Living, celebrating the art of life, and Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.